Yes, hello and welcome. Yes, thank you so much for joining me for the gladiators, with the world changers, the transformers, the champions, the change agents, the people that want to give or that want to be selfless and want to change the world. Now, this is our platform. This is where we get to talk about it. This is where we get to ask the questions, and this is where we get to deliberate on these issues and be able to digest them and understand them, and then we are able to change the world. We cannot change the world unless we are equipped with information, we read widely, and then we know what it is that we need to do. Okay, just like a soldier cannot go to battle without weapons, so we cannot go to battle. It's a crazy world out there. We cannot go out there without the weapons, and the weapons that we need are not weapons of mass destruction, but weapons of understanding, knowledge, discernment. Okay, being able to have the word of wisdom, being able to have the Rema word, the timely word. You know, when someone says that was timely, I needed to hear just that. Okay, it takes one word to change a life, and it takes one person to change the world. Okay, if only that person is transformed and they seek to transform the world. So welcome, guys. And yeah, I'm feeling really fresh coming from my mini vacation. Okay, I had quite some days off, around what, 5. That is a lot according to me, because like my days are bombarded by so many things, and I plan them that way, not to overwhelm myself, but at least I measure what I can do, and then I get to do it, and I love what I do. Now that is the magic. I love what I do. I wake up every day wanting to create solutions, wanting to mentor people, wanting people to create more wealth, and wanting people to have better relationships. Those 3 things, just 3 things. Okay, mentor people into being, into their purpose. Okay, and then ushering them into that purpose, and being able to help people create wealth. Because how can you go to a vacation if you don't have money? Okay, it's not because you have all the money in the world, but at least you have worked and you've earned it, and you're like, okay, let me just go away and spoil myself, and then after that I will come and brag. Okay, but this is not bragging. It's just telling you that I've had a nice time and it's just worth it. And I'm telling you this because I see that for you. So, not very far. A time is going to come when you have to live the kind of life that the people are following you want to live, that you will be an inspiration to them, that they will know that nothing worth having in life comes on a silver platter, but everything is worth fighting for and working through and finding your purpose and saying yes to your purpose, being passionate about it, and doing everything that you need to do. So it was an awesome time, and now I am back, that we will get back to the journey of mentorship. And today it's a twist of purpose. I want us to really revisit that, because it's really crucial. The reason as to why we are here is all about purpose, and I've said this before. It's just very in simplified terms. Who you are as a person. Who are you? Ask yourself. Because if you ask yourself, you will know that I am Namoko Sejen, that I am Nantambi Majorin, that I am Philson, that I am Brenda. You will know that, as in just Nancy, I am who Derek, I am. You will know, you will fix in your head that this is who I am. And then what do you love to do? Okay, and then you extraordinarily do it better than everyone else. What do you love to do? Now, in my case, I love mentoring. I love people having better relationships, and then I love people who work towards having money. Now, that is like, to me, it's like a cake with its icing and chocolate and all those good things. I have a sweet tooth. So, to me, that is it. Okay, what do I love to do? I want to wake up every day solving people's problems in those 3 areas, mentoring them into their purpose, finding out better ways of having better relationships, loving themselves, and just knowing what they deserve, and then wealth creation. Okay, so you can determine what you love to do, whether you love putting a smile on street children, whether you love empowering women so that they make and know what they deserve. Whether you love talking to teenagers and guiding them through life and how to make better decisions. Whether, as in, there are so many of us, we have different things, and that's the greatest thing about God. He knew that we will all not be one person or the same with the same aspirations and the same purpose, because the world needs all of us, okay? It's like a balanced diet of some sorts. So if you are the kind who really wants, like, I mean, there are people who are really interested in child care development, ECD, and at some point I thought, but ECD, the coaches, how are they going to thrive, especially in Uganda, a third world country? And then I got my aha moment, knowing that, by the way, each one of us is actually aspiring to be a parent. We're going to have to deal with children, and we'll need child experts or consultants to actually help us out. And I'm like, wow, now this is a huge area of its own. There are those of you that just want to deal with men. That there is one of you, I think it was Margaret, who was like, I want to bring the hearts of fathers back to their homes. I want men to be responsible. I want men to create better homes. Now that is you. One of us was telling me, and it was a male, he was telling me that I'm working towards a drug-free Uganda. Just imagine, a drug-free Uganda. And because our purpose grows, you're going to go beyond the boundaries of Uganda to East Africa, to Africa as a whole, to the globe, and you are going to do that because we have this problem everywhere. It's just not in Uganda, it's everywhere, okay? Some of you are going to be executive coaches, some of you are going to be mindset coaches, confidence coaches. So whichever you do, I mean, what do you love to do, okay? And who do you do it for? Okay, ask yourself that. Who do you do it for? Now, that is really niching down. That is knowing that I love to talk to women entrepreneurs, or to empower women entrepreneurs, or I love to talk to both men and women, or I love to talk to successful single people. Yes, there are people who are just coaching successful single people on how to get into better relationships, okay? And there are those who are just coaching CEOs and company owners and, into making better decisions about their lives. There are people who just coach family businesses, okay, and creating a legacy. So who do you do it for? You do it for families, you do it for CEOs, you do it for successful singles, you do it for street children, you do it for children, as in you do it for teachers, you do it for parents, or you do it for male and females. Who do you do it for? Make sure that you really stipulate it. And then what do they need? What do they need? And when we talk about needing, because I mean, there's so many things. People are going through so many problems. Our world, wherever you look, there's a problem, and a problem that is worth solving. So when you look critically at your target audience, at your seeker, what do they want? What information do they want? And this is where I even talk about, I think it's called the drop 20. It's used in the army, where they say, in order to confirm that you're fit, either your leader or your commander will tell you, drop and give me 20. Those are the 20 precepts. And so for those that are fit, they know that you can do that. Now for you, I want you to drop 20 things that you know that people will be willing to pay for in order to learn from you. Okay, so what is it? Is it self-esteem? Is it building a business from scratch? Is it coaching? Is it mentoring? Is it book writing? You can be there and you can coach people on book writing. You can coach people on public speaking. You can coach people on being in good relationships. As in, what's that one thing? Okay, so make sure that you write 20 of them, because then I want us to have a proper guideline, a proper outline, a proper strategy, so that we know that the world we're in has a lot of issues. And then there are so many, yes, there are so many coaches, yes, there are so many mentors, yes, there are so many business people, and sometimes you have too many same ideas. But let me tell you, everyone has a unique angle, and you are going to get your unique angle, believe me. Okay, I know that it's not as easy as it sounds, okay? And then, how do you transform the world? Or the people that you talk to, how do they get transformed? Do they get more confident? Do they get to have better thriving businesses? Do they get into better relationships? Do they get to love themselves a little more? Do they get to create wealth intentionally and deliberately? Do they get to speak with a lot of enthusiasm and a lot of authenticity? Do they get to write books that are touching and bestsellers? Oh my God. So do you see what transformation do you bring? Because I want us to quit selling. The moment you start selling, 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 when a hawker comes to you to sell something, what is your response? You want to push them away. You want them to disappear. You don't want people to sell to you, okay? But this is what you should do. You ditch selling and you start helping. The moment I know you're telling me that what you want to do with me is helpful to me, then I will want to come close to you. I want to listen to what you have to tell me, okay? But the moment I feel like you're kulembeza sente, you want the money out of my pocket, then I'll be holding on tight to my money. But if you tell me, this is a waist trainer, and this is what it does. It burns the fat around the waist, and when you train with it, then you get to, to have a slimmer waist, and then you get to do what? And then I'm thinking, I'm already envisioning myself with a slimmer waist, and with a waist train nanny belt on, and then I'm like, how much is it? I will ask as the last thing, how much is it? And then someone will say 500,000, and I'll be like, I don't mind about the price. I want the small waist. So do you see what I told you some time back? Touch my emotions and you will get my money. Get my attention, okay? Get my mind, get my brain, get my everything, and then you will have everything that you need from me. But the moment you come to me and you tell me, oh, this perfume is 200,000, and then you're just not telling me what it can do for me, then I'm not interested, okay? I am just not interested. So we will talk about that when we talk about how to write better posts, content that actually sell you as a person without sounding salesy, okay? You sound like a person who wants to help people, so people embark on the journey with you because they need to be helped, okay? So make sure that you write down, go back and listen or watch this, and make sure that you get all the 5 of them. How do they change, and how do they transform, and how do they, get better because of meeting you and talking to you? Remember, today we're just randomly talking about purpose, because we can never get tired of talking about purpose, okay? And then let's talk about, because part of purpose is your bankable gift, and your bankable gift is the gift that people are willing to pay for. Remember, we said if you're good at something, if you're really if there are people that need it, okay, and they are willing to pay for it, as in the center of it, that is what we are going to call your passion. Because then we have a passion, we have a vocation, and then we have a mission, okay? So that means you have to be the kind of person that knows that this is what I'm very good at, this is what I can deliver, and above everyone else I can deliver this better, this is what the world needs, and then this is what the world is willing to pay for. Those are totally different things. So the world is willing to pay for it, they need it, and you can deliver it. And then you can deliver it above everyone else, okay? So that means that you have something going, and the middle of the intersection of that is your purpose. So when we talk about a gift, okay, I started it somewhere and said that a gift is something that you do naturally, that no one else can do it better than you, okay? You just know, that's my area. That when they say come and do this, you're like, yeah, that's me. I love doing that. I would rather do that, okay? So you have to ask yourself, even after you talk about your gift, because the world really needs you, and you just don't find your dream. Just like I usually said, you don't just find your dream, but you get to uncover your dream. But better than uncovering, you actually get to invest in your dream. Now, if you are the kind that, or invest in your purpose, if you are the kind that knows, okay, this is my purpose, now I have known that this is what I want to do. The reason as to why you're here is because you invested in your purpose, and then you sought out for a mentor or someone that was doing it exceptionally well, and you wanted to learn how did they do it, how did they start, and where have they reached, and where are they heading, okay, to be able to hold your hand and to show you that it's possible. I did not start where I am, I started somewhere from scratch, but again, thank God, here I am, and I have not yet arrived, okay? So you make sure that you invest in your purpose. If it's time, invest your time. If it's money, invest I mean, everything that you invest in is going to have to bring returns, okay? So those returns is what we are all looking at, and that is what we want. So I want you more than anything to get to that level, to live, to love, to matter, to be passionate, and to push everything beyond what you really need, okay? And then some of us find purpose from weird places. And I usually say this, I will not tell you all my story because it's a long one, but how I found purpose for me was from a place of being heartbroken and broke. That is where I found my purpose. Now, when you're heartbroken and you are broke, okay, now heartbroken from a real relationship, heartbroken from coming from a broken family, there was brokenness inside of me. I was surrounded by brokenness everywhere. I didn't know that there was hope. I didn't know that things were possible. I remember at some point I even told my mom I would never get married. I told my mom, you know, I had, like, there was a lot of brokenness inside of me, and I was broke at the same time. Now, in that moment, that is when I got to understand that if I was living this kind of life, there are so many people that were living that kind of life. Do I want to sink into a total darkness or a ditch where I cannot help myself? Or I can rise to the occasion and be able to lend a hand to those that were actually sinking and dying. And that is how my purpose was birthed. So some of us are going through painful situations, not because God has forsaken you, not because you do not have a gift or you do not have a calling or you do not have a purpose. And I am coming closer to you on purpose. Let me tell you, it's very possible that the things that you're going through, that your pain is going to give birth to your purpose. Your pain is going to give birth to your purpose, because some of us, whenever we are in our comfort zones, we can never give birth, okay? But the moment, and I was talking to someone today and I was telling them that, you know what, it's very possible, because when a woman is pregnant and then you go to the hospital, you know your due date has come, but again, you don't have labor pains. What they do is they induce you. Now, sometimes the way God induces our labor pains to come so that we will push the gift is the wrong situation, the bad situation, the stinking situation, the brokenness, the brokenness, as in, and we just struggle to come out of that place. And while we struggle to come out of that place, we become stronger, and then we can show other people, this is how I left this place of darkness and depression and brokenness, and this is how I was able to cross over into wealth creation, into having a better marriage, into bringing up better children, into living a happy life, into affording my lifestyle, into investments, into creating a better life for myself and impacting the world. And let me tell you, everyone is going to follow you for your experience, for your influence, for your purpose, because it will speak for itself. You will not have to speak for it anywhere, okay? So find your purpose, and when you find your purpose, and this you're going to laugh, by the way, when you find your purpose, it attracts everything that is good. You get to increase your good cholesterol. You get to attract better friends. You get to attract better romantic partners. You get to enjoy sex. You get passion, purpose and passion, those are way through the roof, like the blissful moments, the perpetual happiness that you tend to live. You tend to live a happier life, a stronger life, and a longer life, because you have purpose, and then you are very passionate about your purpose, okay? So when you have a higher purpose, you get out of your comfort zone. Like, it just pushes you out of your comfort zone. You can't settle because something is just eating at you. Something like you can't wait. I didn't finish this. You will go to bed at midnight and you'll feel like you're cheating yourself. You have to stay awake. You have to read more. You have to watch more videos. You have to do this. Then you know purpose has gotten a hold of you, okay? And then when you clarify your purpose, you take back control, and what people think does not matter. Oh my, that is huge. That is very important. What people think does not matter. You just tend to take back control. I mean, the person that you were before and the person that you're going to become after clarifying your purpose, I have seen it on some pages. I think it was Naira. She's in the World Changers, and I went to her page, and my oh my, her following, I couldn't believe. And people were asking her, are you yegwe namudu wafe gwetumanyi obono mzungu obono. Why? She went to studio, took pictures. She actually went with a full suitcase. I think she had over 10 clothes, different change of clothes. And she did this. She went and did graphics. She even has started speaking engagements, and she's blown away. When she was starting this program, she was, I think, Namudu, I'm just sharing part of you because you have shared it with us. You were just saying, you know what? I want self-healing. I came here so that I can get healed. I came here so that I can get healed. And this is what I was telling her. The best form of healing is you helping other people to find their healing, and it will be so automatic for you to find your own healing. And let me tell you, I looked at her pictures and I was like, do I even recognize her? This is a totally different woman. This is not the woman I've been meeting, okay? So Naira, you are doing a very wonderful job. So when you clarify your purpose, you take back control. You're like, you know what? I'm in the driver's seat, okay? I'm going to play this game the way I want it. I'm going to reach where I want to reach. I'm going to move at my own speed. I'm going to achieve the things that I set, okay? You just take back the control. So even if your relationship was dwindling, even if you had this thing of people pleasing, let me tell you, that is all going to vanish, because there's a new you that you're going to find, and you'll be like, I do not have time to waste, to play into other people's expectations. No, I am better than that, okay? And I deserve way better. Okay, so when you find purpose, it changes your whole area, your whole functionality of life, okay, and everything. So the biology of your life changes, the elevation of your life changes, and your friends change, everything around you actually changes. And when you give up self-interested goals, now this is really crucial. When you give up self-interested goals, you take up the contributive goals. Now this is the extreme. The self-interested goals, okay, it's about me, 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 me. When you gain your purpose and clarify your purpose, then you go to the contributive goals that you are giving to the world. You're being selfless. So this is what happens. Your functionality changes, your biology, your understanding, like everything around you changes. Okay, why? Because your learning accelerates, and then you grow more, and then you yearn for more growth, and then like you like your gas, you're taking in everything at a very terrific speed. Why? You found your purpose. Okay, and then we have to be able to create. And one thing I think I will end this whole teaching with about purpose is, we were created and we are designed to seek out our purpose. Everyone that is out there, everyone that you see that is unhappy, everyone that you see like they are dying, everyone you see that they are losing hope, they're throwing in a towel, is because they have not found their purpose. When you find your purpose, you become alive, okay? Because you were designed to find purpose, to live a purpose-driven life by God. You were designed to live a purpose-driven life. And when you live short of that, then you die before your time. You shrink. You get lost. You do not achieve. You're not self-driven. You procrastinate. You give up on life, okay? You give up on love. You give up on everything good that God ever created for you. So there is a destiny. God created you for something. And as the sooner you find it, I know some of you have found it, I just wanted us to affirm it and know what discovering, or actually unveiling our purpose, or saying yes to our purpose, does in our lives. I love you guys. Bye.